Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Trucking with Death. Now, although this isn't IRL truck driving, I mean, this is actually Euro Truck Sim 2 with mods, actually. But this was basically what the truck driving series was going to be like. I'm being irresponsible, not paying attention to my speed. So anyways, I'm going to try my best to do a vlog or blog or whatever, just basically talking out of my ass, ranting every now and then, and of course being bored, because let's be honest, if you're playing this game and you have nothing else to do, you are bored out of your mind. Now, I want to get this straight with several people. Yes, this game is actually what got me interested in truck driving. And interesting enough, it might seem that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But that's because this is a game. This isn't real life. I mean, if this was real life, I probably wouldn't even be recording, because, to be honest, I'd rather be more of an experienced driver before even placing a camera in front of my face and blogging at the same time and ranting and whatnot. But, I guess the purpose of this series that I was going to do, was just to basically talk about random things while I was driving through random places, and just basically do whatever, you know. I mean, it's this game, though, is a very interesting game, to be honest. And I've always been interested in driving type simulators. I've actually been interested in all types of simulators, not just driving, but driving in particular just got me really interested, and I became a fan instantly when I got my hands on Train Sim 2014. And I was going to do a series on that, train conducting with death, or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it sounds really cheesy, but I mean, hey, Trucking Tuesday. I mean, what can you hate about Trucking Tuesday? I mean, I love driving in general, and especially when it involves being paid to do said driving. Now, unable to drive a semi does require you to have a CDL. And for those that don't know what a CDL is, commercial driver's license, that's what it stands for. A CDL basically gives you permission to drive heavy machinery, such as semi-trucks and its cousins. You can get all kinds of qualifications, or actually they're called endorsements. For example, you need special endorsements to carry the thing that I'm carrying. You need an endorsement for, oh Jesus Christ, traffic is stopping. Okay, so, oh shit. Okay, so yeah, you need endorsements for what's called, actually, what's it called? It's called, geez, I can't remember the name of it right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. You need endorsements for toxic materials. You need a background check for that as well. You need endorsements for bus driving, especially when it involves passengers, school bus, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think train driving requires a certain type of CDL. Now, the same thing kind of works with airplanes. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, I kind of knew that would happen. It's not moving. Why isn't he moving? Now, I gotta be honest. This isn't a realistic simulator. I mean, what I did there probably would have never happened. And actually, I want to change my controls back to automatic. Actually, I don't think that's saved. Let me try that again. Oh, it did save. Okay, so let's just do that. Okay, I hate doing that shift thing with the pinky. It just gets so freaking distracting. But I could do actual shifting. The trucks that I drive actually are 10 shift. And basically it's 2 sets of 5 gears. There's the low setting and then there's the high setting, and it involves the switch on the shifter to activate from low to high, or even back to low. So how it works is basically you're using that, and most, if not all trucks, you could start out in like, oh shit, I'm not paying attention whatsoever. I was rubbing my eye, excuse me, but most of the time you could start out in like 3rd or 4th gear. You usually want to start out in like 3rd gear, but if you're like really heavy and you're carrying like a whole lot of weight on you, it's better to start out in 2nd gear whenever you come to a complete full stop. I learned that the hard way because when I was at the trucking school, I've always started out in 4th gear. I never really learned how to start out in 3rd. I never learned how to start out in 2nd because I never had any weight behind me. Now, it's okay to start in 4th gear, but I don't recommend starting in 4th gear because you take off way too quickly, and in a way, I think and believe that it kind of ruins the transmission. Now, I am going to use the shift to get the gears in the correct position, so that way I'm not, well, although this game isn't very realistic, it just feels like it's the right thing to do, so that way I'm not ruining transmission. Now, although this game skips gears from 7 to 9, or a lot of times it doesn't even start out from 1, it just goes straight to 3 or sometimes 2. But I mean, hey, driving driving trucks isn't all that bad. It's actually quite an experience, and I suggest anybody, to be honest, if you ever have the time to try something new, I would suggest truck driving because you get probably the best experience in the frickin' world. Because if you could drive a truck, you could drive anything. If you could drive this truck that I'm driving in right now, and this is a mod that I'm driving in, it's quite the mod. But if you could drive this truck, you could drive anything. You can basically drive anything with stick or automatic. Now with me, it didn't really take long to learn how to drive a stick, and I'm sitting here like, God damn, I'm never going to figure out how to drive a stick. And then they actually showed me how to operate stick shift, because my start-out trainer actually walked me through. Yeah, she walked me through everything between the clutch and the gear shifting. She taught me how to put it in reverse, put it in first, because at the time that's all I really needed was to put it in reverse and then put it in first. I went from that to knowing how to float the gears. And basically what floating the gears is that you're shifting without using the clutch. Now, it's not proven that it ruins the transmission, but I don't really like floating the gears. I mean, it's easy to use, it's simple, but a lot of the time when I was floating the gears while I was training or going somewhere on a trip or whatever, it did not go well, and I ended up missing a gear and ended up having to slow down. I ended up having to look for the gear a lot of the times. It just takes a lot of practice to float the gears. And I mean, hey, not a lot of people can do it, but hey, if you could do it, then you can do it. I mean, I could sorta kinda do it, but I can't, like, do it to the point where I'm gonna forget how to shift, and I just instantly know how to float my gears. No, it's not like that, and I don't think it'll ever be like that, ever. I'm about to miss my turn here if I don't turn right now. Now what I did was very, very dangerous, and usually in America, on American interstate highways is what they're called, usually give or get more time to change lanes, to figure out what lane we're going to be in, because there's usually a sign that says this lane is exit only, and then this lane does this. In this game, I don't even know if this is actual European roadway shit, but I'm pretty. I mean, there needs to be more of a warning, and I honestly cannot wait for American Truck Simulator to come out, because I'm definitely going to get that game, and I can actually show you guys, if the game will let me, the routes that I've used for the past couple of months while I was on the road training. And it's really interesting on how everything is handled, because I've done practically everything between freight, produce, and well, that's really that, freight and produce. But I haven't handled like directly a local load, except this one time when I was in New Jersey. I think that's when I recorded my 4th of July statement. But I'm not sure if I recorded a video. I think I did, but I don't really remember exactly. But well, anyways, I did practically everything that the trucking has to offer, and it's not really much. I mean, it's just going back and forth between California and New Jersey. And I'm not saying that it's bad or it's boring or it's stupid or it's slow. It's actually really interesting on how everything is done. Looks like a bad texture, but I mean, it's really interesting on how the loading process is done, how the unloading process is done. I mean, I like everything that goes into all this, and I mean, I don't know. It might be a suitable job for me. Who knows? I might actually get good at doing this, or I might not, and I might have to move on. But hey, it'll be quite an experience for me. So I'm happy to be part of this wonderful opportunity. And not only that, like I said, I get to travel the whole freaking United States. I mean, it's sort of like being on vacation, except I'm being paid to go to these places to pick up certain loads, and I gotta load it in a certain order, and I gotta fill out a lot of paperwork. But at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. I think it's pretty much worth it. Yeah, I think it's pretty much worth it. So, at the end of the day, if I were to go back in time to do something right, I would probably, I don't know, I probably would have found a better driving school, um, or something closer, because the driving school that I went to was all the way in frickin' Indianapolis, and I didn't have a problem with going all the way up to Indiana because I'm from Indiana and I got family up there, but I didn't like the traveling. I didn't like it at all. I didn't get much sleep from it, and I mean it was a huge mess when I got there. Um, when I got there that morning, I mean, the school had started the day, or well, the session that I was scheduled for was going to start the day that I arrived there, and they do sessions every week. So I mean, hey, it's not like anybody's missing out or anything. I mean, I'm not that special, but hey, it's something to be interested in. So I'm back into this spot, and I'm going the wrong way. So let me pull up a little bit, and let's turn the other way. Okay, let's gradually go towards the left. I wanna keep this trailer turning as well, and then that should be perfect. All right, now I can pull out directly. Now I don't like this auto parking thing. Yeah, it's easy to use, but it's better if you just do it yourself, because then you get the actual like knowledge on. Oh, okay. So let me try doing it this way. You get to do it all these different ways, and that's as good as it's gonna get. No, I didn't even get damage report, even though I freaking crashed into a car, and I leveled up 2 times. Yay! Alright, well. Oh, okay. So now I could do more long distance, or... Yeah, I'll just keep doing long distance because that's what I like. Oops. Well, no. No, I'll just do long distance twice. So I like long distance. I'll probably work on more than just that. But hey, this is a fun game to play. I'm gonna continue playing this. But I am going to end off the video because I don't want to record the next frickin' truck load. So at the end of that, if you guys have any questions that I can answer next week, I could continue doing a recording session each and every week. But if you have any questions that are related to truck driving, I'll be happy to try to answer them. And I might as well just answer any other questions that you guys might have. So if you guys have any questions, I'll just do them each and every week on this special edition of Trucking Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoy this. I will post another trucking thing next week. It's not going to be a different game. It's probably just going to be this game again, or if American Truck Sim comes out soon, then I'll probably just buy that and be like, I got this game. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.